Steelers 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And his first look is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
At the Chiefs' 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Now he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now here's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City 1st. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. No gain there in the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes firing complete, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know the thought process?
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Breeland. And it will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter.
No score.
We're scoreless after 1. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's who's running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Tyreek Hill.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Kansas City.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Trey Hendrickson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal.
I don't think this will even help. It doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing now is Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 at the 19. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Breeze to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds. Left.
Intended for Jared Cook. Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's 2nd and 8.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know. And we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
8-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 6. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They'll run it with Kamara. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. That's Alvin Kamara with a grab from Drew Brees as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. To throw, it's Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With a move down from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. He'll run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards. And
now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
Jared Cook, 53 yards, and the Saints add on to their lead. They continue to look really sharp, Charles, in this third quarter.
Yeah, they've been jet-propelled here because they've ended up finding the end zone twice, including what we just saw there. Almost like they grabbed the hammer and fashioned a thunderbolt on that play.
They're making that halftime tie a distant memory right now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And going deep for Hill. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. And it's now 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he... And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To throw is Breeze. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Chris Jones, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
as they come up again on 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Breeze. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. And now we've got a man a little jumpy here. Maybe trying to block the extra point. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Mahomes going to throw, being chased out left. He's going to take off. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Chiefs nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes this in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. A big big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of
and Mahomes misfires again, and it's
They're not even trying to do anything.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw out and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up second.
Breeze is looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run. It's Kamara. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
10 at the 25-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, Kamara. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
22-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. I would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
Go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. One final try for Mahomes. Flushed out right.
Tonight's final score.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.